Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Raph, and I'm back with another reaction video, man. As always, man, like this video, request something in the comment section down below that you would like to me react to next, man. And as always, man, hit the subscribe button, bro, man. I'm finna react to NBA warning signs that were right in front of us the whole time, man. And we're gonna check this out, man. I ain't seen this, so we're finna check it out. Let's get to it, man. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3.
We all know that as adults, we don't really have much time to sit and relax for too long. People who have very busy lives tend to overlook certain things that was actually right in front of them this entire time. Whether it's someone trying to tell you something or just never really noticed a small detail on your screen.
Kobe, what's up, bro, man? Rest in peace, man.
For what was to come. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a combination of predictions, coincidences, and examples of foreshadowing that might have went completely over your head. So let's get started. I'm sure by now we've all heard about how Pistol Pete Maravich strangely predicted his very own death during an interview. There was no way even he himself thought that those words would actually translate to real life. Well, it looks like we should have been paying a little bit more closer attention during Kobe's final game. First of all, before I get to that, have any of you guys noticed that a lot of special moments came at the free throw line for Kobe Bryant? His very first points he's ever scored of his entire illustrious career were produced at the charity stripe. His 80th, along with his 81st point of that legendary 2006 performance, also were made at the line. When he passed Michael Jordan for 3rd place on the all-time scoring list, it once again came by a pair of free throws. And what do you know? The very last point he ever scored was at the stripe as well. Just right. Wow, that's weird. That's weird coincidence. While everybody was giving a standing ovation to Kobe when he checked out of his last game, nobody, including me, realized that those numbers would soon come into play in the near future.
Okay, right.
This Sunday afternoon, 5-time NBA
4.141. Wow.
MVP Kobe Bryant
he left out at 4.1 seconds left from the game, and he passed away at the age of 41. Man, that is scary. That's weird.
Told a story. Just like the day when LeBron and the Lakers won this past championship. Try not to freak out when you hear this. The Lakers just won the title on October 11th, 2020. Now, what do you get when you add those numbers up? None other than 41. I don't have all the answers,
that's eerie.
That is pretty creepy if you ask me.
That is
now,
weird.
hold on. We're not done yet. This coincidence, if you even want to call it that, will literally send chills up your spine. If we go back even further, this little short film, or if you want to say commercial,
I remember that too. I remember this
should have
commercial.
been seen as another red flag. In 2011, Kobe Bryant, Bruce Willis, and Kanye West teamed up with Nike for a project literally titled The Black Mamba. And in it, Kobe relentlessly tries to get his hands on West, while several deadly assassins attempt to try and stop him. Towards the end, it looks like Kanye actually was able to flee the scene, but Kobe, being the assassin he was, picks up some sort of bomb and throws it directly at the helicopter, which, as you can see, causes it to explode. Now, fast forward to the tragic event that took place on January 26th.
Now that is straight scary right there.
Absolutely shocked at the similarity they shared with
that is creepy as hell.
This commercial was resurfacing everywhere on social media. It was almost unbelievable.
Now that is just straight scary.
Many of us question, were they trying to tell us something all along? This is just scary. Here we have a Pizza Hut commercial about a year ago, starring Maria Taylor, that must have had a feeling about the absence of fans before it became reality.
You can't have a football game without the fans.
Right.
And you can't have football without the hut.
That's actually pretty insane, but
right,
this
because
one
now
is almost unexplainable.
the world is in a pandemic, we can't have
Heat
fans.
fans decided to head out early.
I remember that. They were screaming, running back up
there.
there.
They believed that the game was pretty much over, and then they got a big surprise when they found out that Ray Allen hit a clutch shot to tie the game. But unfortunately,
They
allowed
were running back. They
back
couldn't
in
get
the
inside. They
building.
were mad.
Well, I just recently came across this 2005 Toyota commercial that looks like it foreshadowed what was to come 8 years later.
Man, what a blowout. Well, at least we beat the traffic.
And the heat of Titan. What a comeback.
That's weird.
He who leaves before the bell tolls may not be there when the story unfolds.
As you just saw, Phil Jackson looked like he just got back from the future wearing that Jedi robe looking thing and actually kinda warned those Heat fans to stay loyal to their team, possibly giving them a heads up in advance.
That's
I can't
weird.
even wrap my head around just how accurate that commercial was. I find it suspicious that they chose to base it around Miami fans
Right.
instead of like Houston Rockets fans, because before T-Mac pulled off one of the greatest comebacks of all time, their fans actually left the game prematurely as well, and would go on to find out about that epic comeback on the radio in their cars on the way home. That event literally took place around the same time
Right.
that this commercial came out, so it would make more sense to use that fan base as an example. But no, for some strange reason, they went with the Heat fans. Odd, right? Back
Which I
in
mean.
2016, State Farm teamed up with Chris Paul, Kevin Garnett, DeAndre Jordan, Kevin Love, and Damian Lillard to form a fictional family called the Hoopers. They released several commercials during the NBA playoffs that were a lot of fun, but they had no idea that they unknowingly predicted the following year, 2017 offseason. Well, at least to a certain extent. The first example was when the father of the family, Chris Paul, has a little talk about the birds and the bees to his teenage son, Kevin Love, changing the phrase to the Hawks and the Hornets.
So I
That's
see you
weird.
becoming a teenager. Been walking around acting all cavalier. I think it's about time we had that talk about the Hawks and the Hornets.
That's
No
weird.
way. Dad, I'm not gonna talk about that.
Well, just a year later, I don't know if many people caught this, but the Hawks and the Hornets would actually end up doing business together by trading Dwight Howard.
That's
The Hawks
crazy.
sent Howard
All
to
these
the
weird
Hornets.
coincidences that
Not
just happened.
impressed? Well, this next one is pretty interesting. When Grandpa Garnett was desperately looking around for a pair of clippers so he could cut out coupons for some chicken nuggets, Kevin Love said this.
You just saved a bunch of money with State Farm by combining your home and auto insurance. You know what? It is a good deal. But so is saving $2 off these 9-hour nickels. Oh, I love nuggets.
That's crazy because the following year, before the draft, Cleveland was actually discussing a serious three-way trade involving Indiana and Denver that would send Kevin Love to none other than the Nuggets, while the Cavs would receive Paul George. It obviously didn't happen, but if you think about it, those very words might have very well came into play
Right.
and was almost spoken into existence. Now, the last one was when Baby Dame blurted this out, responding
Dame,
to
let me-
KG's Clipper search.
I need to cut these coupons, but I can't find one good clipper in this house to cut it with.
I bet you if you look hard enough, you find two good clippers around here. He's looking.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Where?
No good clipper.
Which
No
was
good
just
Clippers.
another sentence that eventually blossomed into fruition. By him saying no good Clippers, it basically meant bad Clippers. As you all know, Chris Paul would be traded to the Houston Rockets in
Wow, right?
2017, while Blake Griffin, JJ Redick, and DeAndre Jordan were all either on the trading block or were seriously considering dipping out in free
Right.
agency. They were having some real problems within the organization, and it looks like Baby Dame saw it coming. Now, sure, these might seem pretty insignificant
Wow.
individually on their own, but collectively, with them all taking place in the same offseason, it's definitely worth talking
That is
about.
weird. That's crazy.
We're gonna end things by taking a look at a prediction that everybody laughed at initially. When Stephen A. Smith said that his dream NBA Finals matchup would be between the Lakers and Heat, back when the season was still young, we
Yeah.
didn't really think much of it because he did only say that due to the amazing weather that those cities have. But when J.R. Smith came out and said the same thing, we should have took it more seriously. All the way
Right.
back in February, yes, even before the season was suspended, J.R. Smith already had a strong feeling about what the NBA Finals would look like. Quote, "Bored on this flight, let's knock out some questions. Who you think will be in the NBA Finals? Lakers in Miami. Call me crazy, but..." And that's exactly what many fans did.
Right.
Nobody really believed that.
Who believed
would be
that
the
Miami was
finals,
gonna make it to the finals
because
this past
Miami's
year?
odds to get there at the beginning of the season did not look very promising. There was no way. JR was just crazy, right? Well, no. He obviously turned out to be correct. And the rest is history.
Right,
So
wow.
did JR know something that nobody else did? I only asked that question because he then proceeded to sign with the Lakers just a few months later
Wow.
after that post. So maybe he knew all along. You
Wow.
never really know. So there you have it, guys. Multiple warning signs that we were too blind to see. Comment down below if there's another example that I might have forgot to put in this video. Also, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Wow. Man, what y'all think? Whoa. I hit stopping this. Man, yeah, man. Wow, man. That's crazy, man. The Kobe one is definitely the Kobe one. I knew he had exited the game with 4.1, but you didn't put that coincidence together to, they just brought it to you. Him leaving out the game at 4.1 seconds, his last game ever, he exited the game, leaving the NBA with 4.1 seconds. And then that crash happened last January, and he passed and left us at the age of 41. That was crazy. And especially the one about the with him tossing the basketball at the helicopter, him and Kanye, and that commercial with him throwing the ball at the helicopter and exploding, and then him tragically dying in the helicopter crash. That was the craziest one, man. That's crazy. But man, if you enjoyed this, man, smash the like button, man. Of course, like I said, request anything in the comment section down below you want to see me react to next, man. And of course, man, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. And man, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.